Hey, it's Justin Morrison here, and today I'm reviewing the Sony FE 24-105mm f4 G OSS lens on behalf of BestBuy.ca. With a focal length of 24-105mm, this is a bit of an all-rounder of a lens. It can shoot architecture, landscapes, nature and wildlife, portraits, street photography. Pretty much anything you want it to do, it can do. The 24-105mm is a solid, well-built lens. At over 600 grams, it feels pretty weighty in your hand. In fact, when I mounted this lens on my A7 III, it did feel almost a little bit too heavy. It made the camera feel a little bit imbalanced, a bit front heavy. But that's just what you have to put up with, unfortunately, with a lens of this quality with such a long focal range. Some of the features on this lens that I really appreciated, it has, OSS stands for Optical Steady Shot, which is a type of image stabilization. It's the Sony proprietary image stabilization system. And that means that you can get sharp images at lower shutter speeds than you would usually use. And it also means that you can get much steadier, much smoother handheld video footage. And that's what really excited me about this. Generally, I'm okay to pump up the ISO on my camera rather than increase the shutter speed. But when you've got a lens that has image stabilization, it allows you to get great video footage. And that's something that I really like. In terms of controls on the camera, you have the focus ring, very smooth indeed. You have the zoom ring, which is a little bit heavier. Well, it's quite a bit heavier actually than the focus ring. And I think the reason for this is to prevent accidental changes in the focal length. You really have to be deliberate when you're changing the focal length here. It also means that you don't get any lens creep. So when you hold the lens face down, there is no tendency for it to zoom. On the side here, you have the autofocus manual focus switch. You also have the on-off switch for that optical steady shot. Here you have a multi-purpose button, essentially. You can customize this button to do any one of about 97 different functions. By default, it's used as a focus button, so when you press it, the camera will autofocus. But like I said, you can customize it to do pretty much any function you want. I have to say that I really enjoyed using the 24-105mm lens. I was able to get some great shots. I was able to get excellent video footage. The two caveats I would offer about this lens is, first of all, the aperture. With a maximum aperture of f4, you're going to find your artistic vision somewhat limited. Wedding photographers and editorial photographers really like to have lenses with wide maximum apertures in the range of, say, 2.8 or even 1.8, which allows you to throw out your backgrounds, make them really blurry, and cause your subject to stand out more. With an f4 lens, it's much harder to do that. At longer focal lengths, between 70 and 100, say, you can do it to a certain degree, but you're just not going to get that same dreamy, sort of out of focus parts of your image that you're going to get with wider maximum apertures. I would also have to say that the weight of the lens did throw me off a little bit. It is quite heavy, particularly if you're planning to carry this lens mounted on your camera on a daily basis. All in all though, I would have to say this is the best all-around lens you can get for a Sony camera. For the Best Buy blog, this is Justin Morrison. Until next time, peace out.